Okay, we're going to call this one Single Christian Men Get the Worst Advice. And here's how we're going to change that. Okay, so I used to help older men learn how to meet women. For various reasons, these older guys had trouble with meeting women. One of the guys, I'll tell you about here in a moment. Anyway, but I still watch videos for dating and attraction. A couple weeks back, I got a YouTube recommendation recommending a Christian dating coach. So I watched it. It was horrible. I mean, horrible. God, it was horrible. Anyway, so, no wonder that Christian men have problems finding a wife. If that's the kind of advice you're getting, not only was that guy bad, but what he was saying would actually scare away a real human woman. Anyway, so I watched more videos, I watched more bad coaches, and I watched more bad pastors. I mean, as a Christian man, a single Christian man, being told this stuff by your church, like you are just being set up for failure. All these stupid church games that you have to play. You do realize that we live in the modern world, not ancient Israel, right? You're dealing with real human women, not some fantasy or ideal woman. And really, honestly, you see how well that's working out for you, right? Trying to live in this fantasy world. Anyway, and what's so crazy about this is that Jesus freed you from all that crap. I wrote this stuff down so I can tell you exactly. It says, Romans 5:1, therefore, since we have been justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ. And Ephesians 2:8 and 9, for by grace you have been saved through faith. And this is not your own doing. It is the gift of God. So all this like Old Testament having to jump through hoops crap, like you just don't have to do that. There is no need to jump through hoops for Jesus. You are already saved. Love God, take care of your neighbor. The end. Do what it takes. Love God and do what thou will. Right? And that what St. Augustine said. Churches make this a lot harder than it has to be. Well, I'm getting wound up just thinking about it. Anyway, but here's the real deal. All this misguided advice, it's confused you. The number one complaint of Christian women about single Christian men is that you're all so passive. And why is that? It's because your church is teaching you to be passive. So literally the number one thing that women hate about you guys, and it's because you're doing it because your church tells you. Good God. What they are teaching you is the exact opposite of what real human women want. Anyway, the thing here is that Christian women are human females first. First they're human, then they're female, then they're Christians. So you have a long way to go before you get with women, to reach the Christian part. You still got to get to the human female part. And if you try to skip that, you'll never get to the Christian part. Does it sound familiar? Anyway, so I'm here to help. My best client ever was a guy. He made it to 52. He had never dated a girl or even got close. He was from a very strict denomination down in Texas, and they could not even date women without a chaperone. And so he just never made friends with women, and he was so confused. But we were just able to roll that back, right? Like we're saying, okay, well, all this stuff is fake. Let's just get back to who you really are. And soon he felt comfortable with women. Anyway, so the deal here is that, I'm here to help you guys. I understand the Christian part. I understand the dating part. I understand the human female part. So if you want a wife, stick around and I'll teach you, or at least I'll help you. Or maybe I'll try. We'll see. Anyway, like, follow, etc., all that good stuff. Anyway, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.